Hey everyone, welcome back to Switchcraft, and it's a great day to be a gamer. Is it possible that the recent announcement of the Sony Playstation Classic Mini delayed Nintendo releasing an N64 Classic Mini this holiday season? Let's talk about it. While the Sony Playstation Classic Mini might not be the best-selling console this holiday season, there's a very good chance it'll be the hardest to get and in the shortest supply. A lot of YouTubers have gone over how there already appears to be an artificial shortage, and the stories of pre-order receipts being scalped were unfortunately to be expected. But what about on the other side of the curtain? What could be going on behind the scenes? Could Nintendo have gotten word through the grapevine that this was coming? Did Nintendo cower in fear of losing profit by having to share the market with its biggest rival? I'm just asking questions we may never ever have the answer to. But it's an interesting idea. Rumors of the PlayStation Classic Mini have been circulating since as early as May of 2018. That's to the general public. You can imagine that the bigwigs at Nintendo Corp are much more in the loop than we are. They likely knew months ago that this thing was confirmed. They knew that Sony was essentially going to ride their coattails, hoping to cash in on the nostalgia craze that's gripped gamers in the last couple of years. They knew that many of us already have a NES or SNES Classic Mini and may be slightly desensitized to waiting in line for another almost impossible to get Nintendo product. Not me. Nintendo knew that while announcing an N64 would excite a lot of people, it wouldn't necessarily surprise them. Hype and impulsivity are pretty important for these kind of things. Maybe Nintendo needs more time to woo Microsoft to finally release their grip on the rareware titles that are absolutely must-haves on any remake of the 64-bit fun machine. Perhaps they're not secured yet, and Nintendo realized there's no way to compete with the new kid on the block and their limited disposable income of consumers who already have one or two Nintendo Classic consoles. Like I said, who knows if anything I just said is true? Not me. In fact, no one might ever know. For all we do know, there's nothing to say definitely right now that we're ever even getting an N64 Classic Mini. But those aren't the only scenarios. There is one more that's unlikely, but would be my dream come true. What if Sony simply beat Nintendo to announce their 2018 Classic Mini console, and we do get an N64 Classic Mini this year? What if we're only weeks or days away from Nintendo dropping this bomb? You think that they would have done it in their most recent Direct if this was going to happen at all, right? Probably, but we got the Tokyo Game Show starting today, and who knows what'll get announced. What if my dream does come true, and we all get to relive the console wars of the mid-90s? Sony versus Nintendo, battling it out for the hearts, minds, and wallets of the consumers. This time it'll be both on the modern stage with the PS4 versus the Switch, and on the retro stage with the PS1 versus the N64. Man, that would be sweet. All we're missing is our Toys R Us commercials, dial-up internet, and copies of Electronic Gaming Monthly. Today's kids will be able to engage in the sophisticated playground debate we all did. Nintendo is better. No, Sony is. No, Nintendo is and you stink. No, Sony is and you're dumb. Those were the days. What do you think is the most likely scenario? Is this Sony thing a one-off? Do we get an N64 Classic Mini this year? Next year? Never? Would you want to see a Console Wars Round 2? Let me know in the comments below, and thanks for watching. Consider subscribing if you're new here, and it's a great day to be a gamer. Switchcraft out.